Fort Wayne City Council didn't have a long agenda tonight, but as Fox 55's Drew Fry explains, this isn't something to necessarily get used to. Drew joins us in studio now to explain how tonight's meeting went and why one councilman is looking ahead. Drew?
Yeah, Tara, well, tonight's meeting just less than half an hour long. That's certainly a major change of pace from recent multi-hour meetings. But that doesn't mean that council members can relax, as you mentioned. There are some major topics to address in the next few weeks, and the council's certainly aware of that. I guess you could call this week the calm before the storm. It will be another week before a controversial party boat dock vote goes before council. But Councilman Jeff Paddock is already taking note of the dozens of people arguing against it.
I'm still undecided, but listening to folks on the rezoning issue that comes before us next Tuesday on March the 14th, we are going to be deliberating on that and see what the best way is to go as far as that rezoning and the best use of that piece of property, and we will be weighing in on that soon.
Also expected in the coming weeks, a request from Three Rivers Ambulance Authority for funding, somewhere in the ballpark of $3 million. TRAW's executive director says that request is on its way to council this month. Paddock says he hasn't seen it yet, but is encouraged by the recent progress of the emergency service provider, which is struggling to meet payroll obligations.
We're looking at an area that's been vastly improved, and we want to make sure that that continues. We need to have a good emergency response system and a transport system in this community.
But first, a few multi-million-dollar funding decisions on this week's agenda. Tonight, council voted to approve 3 neighborhood projects through the American Rescue Plan Act. Harvester Community, North Triangle Neighborhood, and the Pettit-Rudisill neighborhood are getting 3 of the nearly $51 million federal ARPA dollars.
And we still have a little bit to go, but we are, I think, doing this appropriately on projects that not only deserve support, but projects that have the eligibility to be funded by these federal dollars.
And those projects approved tonight, $1.2 million for the Harvester Community, the same amount for North Triangle, and $600,000 for Pettit-Rudisill. Council also approved the sale of a city-owned property on DuPont Oaks Boulevard tonight. And when council members learned the city would be making more than $500,000 in profit since when they first bought that property, I think I heard what may have been the fastest motion to approve in city council history. Live in studio, I'm Drew Fry, Fox 55 News.